Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've made a video on here. I've got some updates, some changes to this channel I want to talk about a little bit, and then kind of show you some things that are going to be new about this channel. So if you've been on this channel before, I haven't posted in probably, I'm going to say about a year or two maybe. Used to be strictly a gaming channel. I used to play video games on Twitch and upload the videos to this channel here. This is going to be a little bit different now. I'm going to be doing some videos of collectibles, some things that I have that I've basically had in my basement for years, and I don't, to be honest with you, I don't need them anymore. But they're probably worth something to someone else, collectors and things like that. It could be anything from Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars like I have here. But I've also got quite a collection of Star Wars. I've got He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and then I've also got another pretty good sized collection of sports memorabilia too, trading cards and things like that. So where I'm at this point in my life, and the reason I'm making this video is I need space in my basement, and I'm 43 years old now. A lot of this stuff I've kept since I was a kid, and I need to get rid of it. I've got two daughters. They don't really have any interest in any of it, so there's really no point in me keeping it anymore. So pretty much everything I put on video on this channel from now on is going to be collectibles and things like that, and who knows where the channel will go from there. Maybe we'll do more gaming. I really don't know, but right now it's going to be this, and I just want to let you guys know anything that I put on the videos is also available for sale. It's going to be on my eBay page. And I will put the link in the description below when I'm all done. So I'm going to start with a collection of Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. I got a bag of them over here, and I've actually got another bag down there, even more. So I'm going to do a whole bunch of that stuff. And I'm going to start with the three. These three are on my eBay channel right now, or eBay page, I'm sorry, for sale. And I'm going to pause the video and set up my tripod, and then we'll look at some of these and some of these other ones. Most of them are going to be from the 70s and early 80s. There's actually a few in here from the 60s too, as I was just kind of peeking around a little bit. But we'll take a look and see what we have. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I got the tripod set up, so I'm hoping this will work a little better so we can take a look at some of these up close. So these first three Hot Wheels cars, I think these are all three Hot Wheels, are ones that are available on my eBay right now. This one's pretty cool. This is, we'll see if we can get a look at the names on some of these and the dates. This is from, I believe, 1967. It's a Hot Wheels Volkswagen. This one's pretty cool. This is a plastic bottom one. Some of them have metal bottoms. This one has a plastic bottom. All of my stuff that I have, my toys, my cars, my action figures, everything, are in used condition. I played with all my toys, so none of them are going to be mint condition or anything like that. I wasn't a collector as a kid. I played with all these, but this one's pretty cool. It's got still the bug paint on top, the beetle paint, I guess, and it's kind of a doom buggy look. So that one is on eBay right now for sale. It's got the red line tires. I know some people like to collect just the red line tires. This one also, this one's got pretty good paint on it. Obviously a little worn on top, but not too bad. It's got kind of these cool vent covers on the back. The red line wheels. And this is a Hot Wheels also. This one is called the Hot Wheels Warpath. And this one is from 1969, it looks like. And you can see it says Hong Kong in there. Back then, these were all made in Hong Kong. I don't know if they still make Hot Wheels or if they're still made there, but this one is, or this set were from the 60s and 70s, were made in Hong Kong. So that's kind of a cool little car. And then I got this one on there too. This is a Hot Wheels as well. This one is all metal, so it's all die-cast metal. Well, the old number 5, and this one is from 1980. And that's like, even it's from the 80s, but it's obviously a old-fashioned fire truck. It's kind of cool. That one's still got a lot of paint on it. You can still see the old number 5 fire department. Ladders and everything intact on that one. So those three are for sale right now on the eBay page, like I said. But we're going to go through some more and just kind of look at them for fun and see what else we have. And then, like I said, these will all be added. So if there's anybody interested in these at all, purchasing these, you don't want to go through eBay, you can obviously message me or something, and we could always work out something through PayPal. So here's one. This one says, Street is Neat. Kind of a neat little car. That's a Hot Wheels. That got some marker or something on it when I was a kid. But this has an all metal frame too. The Hot Wheels Landlord. And 1981. That's a newer one for mine. Most of mine are, like I said, 70s, 80s. Let's see what else we got. This one's cool. This one's in pretty good shape too. It's got a red metallic paint. Not a lot of wear and tear on that one. That one's in actually pretty good shape. It is a Hot Wheels 57 T-Bird. 1981 as well. It doesn't say 90. No. Sorry about that. I knocked my camera over. No, it wouldn't say 91. It would have to be 81. Yeah, that's an 8. 1981. Made in Hong Kong. That's a metal bottom one, so to look up that one. The metal bottom ones, I think, are a little more desirable than the plastic bottom ones, so that's cool. 57 T-Bird. This one's a little bit rougher. Kind of rough shape. This one got played with a lot, obviously. Not much paint left on this one. But that one's kind of cool. It's kind of a Mad Max looking car. That's, let's see, Hot Wheels Science Friction, 1977. Metal bottom, made in Hong Kong. So that one's kind of cool. My camera fell before, but right before I set up this video. I have just a little tripod that I put my phone on, and it broke. So it's very unsteady. I'm trying to be careful not to break it. And hopefully it doesn't tip over too many times. So let's see what else we got. Here's a tow truck, Larry's 24-hour towing. That one's still in really good shape. It's got most of its paint. Everything looks intact, the wheels. It's a Hot Wheels. Some of these are kind of hard to read. Let's see if I can see the date. I can't really make out the date on that one, but I'm guessing 70s or 80s for most of these, like I said. And here's a newer fire truck. This one's in really good condition as far as paint. It's kind of cool. It's got the hoses on here. Number 51. Some more hoses and a ladder. You can see like a hook and everything on there. Hot Wheels Hong Kong Fire Eater. 1979 maybe? 76? 76 looks like. So that's cool. These might be around the same year. I've got two of the same here. These are paramedic vans. I'll show you the good one first. Paramedic ambulance. I don't remember were paramedics ambulances ever actually in vans like this back in the 70s? Maybe. This one's a little scratched up, but it's got most of the paint on it. And that is 1974 Hot Wheels. This one doesn't have a name. I like how a lot of them have names on them. It's kind of cool thing that Hot Wheels did name some of the cars. This is the same one. As you can see, one is in much better condition than the other. You know, but the thing is with these Hot Wheels, they're die-cast metal. These are all metal bottoms. A lot of people are buying these and actually restoring them. You know, I don't know if that adds value and then they resell them or if they're just doing it for fun, but that might be kind of a cool set to get together. You could see the original paint and then maybe restore one together. So just set those over there. We got some more. We'll continue on. We got the theme going here with some more service vehicles. This one's in really good shape too. This is a paramedic truck. This is more what I remember as a kid seeing. Would kind of go with the firemen trucks. They'd send these guys out and paramedics would be in them. Emergency unit, oxygen, first aid. This one's got most of its paint intact. It's Hot Wheels again. Most of these are Hot Wheels, 1974. I think a lot of these, like these, and the fire truck, and I got some police vehicles think these all kind of came in a set together. Here's one of the police cars. A little scratched up. Protect and Serve, you can see on there, number 12. These probably got some pretty good use as a kid. I used to play with the cop cars a lot and do kind of a cops and robbers thing. 1977, all metal bottom again. So just the first few were plastic bottoms. Most of the rest of these have all metal frames, which is kind of cool. Here's a nice looking car. I believe that's an old Corvette. It's in pretty good shape. It's got most of its paint. Let's see, all metal bottom. Hot Wheels, 1979. I believe that's, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not a car aficionado, but I believe that's an old Corvette. This one has kind of a cool, you can actually like jack up the back or do a lift on the back, whatever. Just kind of clicks. So that's kind of a neat piece. What's this one? Here's an interesting one. It's got a pretty neat design. It's got the red line wheels. This is another plastic bottom one now. The very 1970s, I'm guessing, design. Could be late 60s, but this is the Hot Wheels Swinging Wing. Let's see if we can see a year on that. It's hard to read. 1969. So that's kind of a unique car. Here's a military one. Swamp Rats. It's like a fan boat, or I think this is what they would call them. It's got the propeller. Obviously this guy had a gun, a mounted gun that broke off at one point over the years, but otherwise it's in pretty good shape. Still got the decals on it. Swamp Rats. That one's even better than the other one. This guy turns. Just lost his gun, lost the barrel of his gun right there. But it's got wheels on the bottom. And that is this is actually a Matchbox. So this is our first Matchbox car. Let's see what it says here. Matchbox number 30 Swamp Rat, 1976. And those Matchbox cars were made in England back then. Again, I don't know if they still are, but back when I collected them as a kid, they were made in England. So that's the Swamp Rat. Here's one for Marvel fans or comic collectors. Here's a Spider-Man van. The Amazing Spider-Man, and that's got a date right on it. 1978, Marvel Comics Group, I believe that MCG stands for. And I remember this one. I played with this one a lot as a kid. That's still got pretty good. That's all painted on. This isn't a decal. You know, back then they did a lot more hand painting and stuff. So let's see. It's a plastic one. That's Hot Wheels. And yeah, 1978, Hong Kong. This one had a cool thing on the back. It's probably too dirty to see or worn out, but you could look through that little circle on the back there, and if you held it up to the light through the windshield, it would project a little, it's like a clip from a comic book. So you hold it up to the light, you look through that little circle, and you can see it. I'm going to take a look. Yeah, I can still kind of make it out. I imagine if I clean this a little bit, clean this window off so the light would get through a little bit better in this one, you'd still be able to see the image inside there. So it's kind of neat. Alright, what's next? I've got another Highway State Patrol, same as this one, number 12. This one's a little more beat up on the sides. I've got 2 of those and 2 of the paramedic vans, 2 doubles. I've seen this one before when I was searching Hot Wheels. This one used to have like a little plastic dump right here, would dump. It's like a street rod dump truck. I think it says on there, a truckin'. Hot Wheels, let's see, 1977. That one's got a metal bottom as well, but it is missing a piece. It's missing the dump part right there, so still cool looking little truck. Back then that was really popular to take old vehicles and kind of turn them into these hot rods like this. A lot of customization and stuff like that would be done in real life, so it's obviously a copy either. Oh, that one's actually broken a little bit right there, I just noticed. That running board is broken, so that one's a little beat up. But anyway, yeah, a lot of people would customize old vehicles back then into these like street rods. Very popular in the 70s. Here's one, this looks like it's probably from the 70s. Flying Low. Paint's pretty beat up on that one. It's got the red line wheels. Yeah, this one's got some use on it. Got an all metal bottom again. Hot Wheels, 1974, Hong Kong. And yeah, this Hot Wheels brand was owned by Mattel. Okay. Here's another one, looks like it's from the 70s probably. This one, the door's open on it. So I'm guessing this is not a Hot Wheels car because I don't think the Hot Wheels had stuff like that. I could be wrong. Looks like a Datsun or something. Mazda or Datsun. Pretty beat up. It's got kind of a, I don't know if you can tell with this light, it's kind of a pink metallic paint on this one. It's a Matchbox, yeah. Let's see. Datsun 280ZX. I don't know if you can see that real good. 1978. Made in England. And the Matchbox, they're black on the bottom, but theirs are metal on the bottom usually. This one's metal. Although some of the Hot Wheels, if they're black on the bottom, that's like this one, that's plastic. But the Matchbox has a metal, black metal, painted black metal bottom. So I get mostly Hot Wheels in my collection, but I do have some Matchbox cars. This is another old hot rod style. It looks like something's missing there, but I think I remember this is what it came like, with just kind of an empty hole there. I could be wrong. Could have had a blower or something on there one time. It's an old Ford. Oldie but a goodie. Still got decent paint on it. That one's kind of cool. It's got bigger back wheels than front wheels to kind of give it that hot rod look. Hot Wheels Neat Streeter, I think it says. 1971. Okay, cool. This one's in really good shape. It's got a neat metallic blue paint. It's got flame. Those look like decals. I could be wrong. Let me take a closer look. I think those are decals on the hood. It's got two motorcycles in the back. This one's in really good shape. Maybe this is a newer one. It doesn't look like it got played with a whole lot as a kid. Let's see. Hot Wheels. 19. Some of these are hard to read. I'm trying to read them through the camera just like you guys are. Yeah, it looks like 73. That's a hard one to read. 1973, I believe. That one's in really good shape, and it's a metal bottom. Yeah. It's probably my nicest one in my collection. Maybe I just didn't, I don't remember this one very well either as a kid, so maybe I just didn't play with it much. I don't know why. I loved motorcycles as a kid and trucks, so that's a cool one. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Like I said, I'm only going to go through one bag of these today because I've got a couple bags and I don't want the video to get too long. So I'll kind of try and speed, oh look at this. I'll try and speed this up a little bit just so we can get through some. This is the same one. Now this one I remember. This one was orange with the flames, so I probably played with this one and never got that other one as a replacement and never did it. Or never played with it, you know. That one doesn't have hardly any paint left at all. 73 though. So those are basically the same. Again, you've got a really nice condition one and a not so nice. So maybe again, someone's interested in buying these, I'd sell them both. You know, they could kind of see a finished one and a not finished one. Maybe I'd sell those as a pair. Here's a Fire Chief car. It's got most of its paint, which is always cool if you're going to get these, you know, that you can kind of see. Fire Chief, again, I think this one, 1977, came in a set with probably the fire truck and the ambulance one, so very cool. Oh, here's a nice one. Here's a Cobra. Neat green paint with the white racing stripes on it. It's got almost all its paint. Really good condition. Now this one has a hood that lifts up, which again makes me think it might not be Hot Wheels. Nope, Matchbox. Yeah, Matchbox tend to have more like opening doors and hoods and things like that, a little more detailed than the Hot Wheels brand. So there's a Matchbox Boss Mustang 1972. That one's in really good shape. That's a cool looking car. I'd like to have one of those in real life. Be very valuable. All right, keep moving along here. This one's got a lot of paint on it too. Very good shape. This looks like something from the 70s. Again, a little bit bigger back wheels. I don't know what kind of car that would be though. Hot Wheels Royal Flash. 1978? Yeah. Now this one is made in Malaysia. So at some point they must have moved production from Hong Kong to Malaysia. So this one's made in Malaysia in 1978. That one's in really good shape though. If someone's interested in that particular car, that's a very good condition. Here's one a little bit rougher. This looks old. It's got an open back. This one obviously had a hatch at some point. It's lost now. This is a Matchbox, I'm assuming, because of the hatch. Matchbox Lamborghini Countach, 1973. So that was a Lamborghini. That's not the... I think that was older than the ones that had the doors that went up. I could be wrong. But that's an old Lamborghini Countach. It's got red windows. So I'm going to take a quick break here. I got to grab a drink of water, and we'll be right back and we'll look at some more. All right, welcome back. I had to get a quick drink of water and let my dog out because he was getting antsy. So I had to check on him and make sure he was doing okay. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I know it's getting a little long. I'm not sure exactly how long my videos are going to typically be. Some might be a little longer, some might be a little shorter. But I'm going to continue on with the the first part of my Hot Wheels Matchbox collection. And then I'm going to have a part 2 because I've got another bag even bigger than this one to go through. So we'll continue with this. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I've got a lot of toys, mostly from the 70s and 80s from when I grew up, that I'm going to be making videos of. Like I said, I'm going to sell most of this stuff on eBay, but I'm just making the videos because I think they're neat to look at. They're very nostalgic, and a lot of you watching this video may have had the same toys, and it's kind of cool to see them and go through them. And feel free to put in the comments if you know more about them than I do, especially when we get into Star Wars and stuff like that. I'm a Star Wars fan, but not a super fan, so as I'm going through some of those, I may need some help from people watching. So we'll continue on with these. I've got about, I don't know, maybe 10 more to look at. Here's a very unique one. Look at this. Look at that engine on that. This one's obviously pretty beat up paint-wise. But what a unique design on this one. It's got to be from the 60s, I'm guessing. I don't think there was ever a real car that looked like this. I could be wrong, but I don't even think that would be physically possible. It looks like it would just tip over when they took off. Could be wrong. Let's see, it's a Matchbox. The tire fryer, number 42, 1972. I was wrong. This is from the 70s. Yeah, tire fryer. It's got some big back tires. A little crooked, as you can see, but should be. Oops, sorry. A little crooked. I was trying to get a good shot of there. Yeah, the wire axle or whatever that goes through must have got bent at some point. So just to kind of show you that one. Here's one you'll recognize. No, I did that wrong. There's the General Lee. This doesn't look like a Hot Wheels. Maybe it is. I'll look at that in a second, but I played with this one a lot. That's got some decals still on there, though. That's the old General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard. Wasn't a huge fan of that, but I remember playing with this a lot and having the police cars chase them and do the old Duke Boys thing. Oh yeah, this is not Hot Wheels or Matchbox. The Ertl Company, or ERTL, I'm not sure if that's how you say that. Made in the USA. I'm not real familiar with that. Replica General Lee, Dukes of Hazzard, Warner Brothers. I can't quite make out the date. Will that focus so I can read it? I don't know if it will. Come on, focus. Gosh, I think it says 80 something, but yeah, so there's an old General Lee. And here, since we're looking at TVs, here's one that looks like from a movie. That it looks like the Bandit car from Smokey and the Bandit. I played with this one a lot too, having the cops chase him around. Some decent shape other than the paint. This has a flip up, if I'm not mistaken, flip up lid? Maybe not. Yeah, it does. So So the lid flips up a little bit there, so it's probably not a Hot Wheels. Could be a Matchbox car. No. This is Kidco, 1979, made in Hong Kong though. So a company I'm not familiar with. That's a Kidco Trans Am, obviously. It's like a Smoking the Bandit replica. So this one's in really good condition here. This looks like kind of like that Datsun we had earlier. This looks like a Porsche though to me, or Porsche. It's really good, nice stripes on it still, brown and tan interior. Really good condition. And this is a generic, I don't even know what it is, it just says China on it. So that's really nothing, plastic bottom. Yeah, it's weird though, it has nothing on there. It just says China, so probably just something cheap I got as a kid at some point, who knows, or my parents got for me, who knows. This one's kind of cool. I'll show you, this has two pieces. It's a tractor trailer. It doesn't have much on it, it's just kind of a silver metallic paint. It is a Hot Wheels GMC 1960, no, 1980. Yeah, 1980. See, that's back in Hong Kong now, so it's interesting, huh? So we had one in Malaysia from 1979. What's cool about this one, and I don't really have the room here to show you, but you would connect the tractor trailer like that, with that little pin. It says Eagle Trucking. This part, the back part's plastic, the whole trailer, but it has a little wheel on it, and you could kind of, if I can show you this, steer it around with the wheel. So we'll turn the tractor trailer as you turn the wheel. You can see that. Turn the wheel like that, turn the tractor trailer. So unique looking, or unique mechanics, I guess, kind of cool. That was a whole tractor trailer set. Played with that quite a bit. And since we're looking at tractor trailers, now this is not a Hot Wheels or Matchbox or anything like that. And it's actually kind of coming apart. The wheels are kind of broken on it. But I want to show you this one. Here's the kind of a box, generic tractor trailer. You can see right here the wheels are kind of coming apart. It looks like it could probably be snapped back together. This is all die-cast metal. But what's cool about this one is the trailer part of it was from North American Van Lines, and it's some tape on it right there or something. And I didn't buy this one. I actually got this as a child. We took a tour, like a field trip. Oops. I hope that's not too loud. I'm filming this right next to my furnace, so hopefully that's not too bad. It used to have doors in the back that are missing. But let's see what it says on the bottom here. Winross, Rochester, New York, USA. Okay, I'm back again. Apologize, I keep having to stop the video for different things. What I was saying before I stopped the video was that I record in my basement, and it's basically right next to my furnace, and it sounds like it's going to turn on again. If you can hear that, that's the furnace warming up. I'm just going to try and finish the video. Hopefully it's not too loud if that turns back on, but I apologize for that. I was just talking about this North American Van Lines tractor trailer before the video. I had to shut it off. So this was something that I got on a field trip as a youngster, and it came right from the plant. I don't know if that has any value at all. It's unique, I guess. It's a little beat up. It was played with a lot. The reason I played with this one so much, what was really cool about it, it had an open back. It used to have doors on it. Let me see if I can move that a little bit and show you. So it used to have doors on it, and the reason it was so cool is you could get quite a few Matchbox cars in the back of it and haul it around, actually. So kind of a neat piece. It's not a Matchbox or Hot Wheels or anything like that, but a little bit different. I think I've got 4 left, and I don't know if none of these are Matchbox or Hot Wheels. There's just a few more I had I want to show you quickly. This was an actual dump truck. Dumped. It's all metal. It's another off-brand Tomica, made in Japan, Hitachi dump. It's got real, it's all die-cast metal. I thought these were rubber wheels, but they're not. They're plastic. So that's a little different. And then just a couple more. These 2 or 3, I think these last 3 are a little bigger than Hot Wheels or Matchbox. This is just like a army truck, pretty generic looking. Let's see what it says. I can't even tell what that says. Tootsie Toy? Something like that. It came in a set of 3. You got this army truck. You got this VW Bug, which has almost no paint left on it. And it's really close because these are bigger than the Hot Wheels. I think these came in like a set of 3. They're plastic on the bottom with just like a thin die-cast metal on the top. So you can see they're a lot bigger than Hot Wheels. So, and then the last one is kind of a weird looking go-kart thing. Again, this one's all plastic. This might be a different one. This is Buddy L from Japan. Another old toy, probably off-brand toy maker from Japan from the 60s or 70s. I don't know. But that's kind of my collection. Well, part 1 of 2 of my Hot Wheels collection. We saw some pretty cool ones. I'd say this one and this 57 T-Bird and this Cobra. Probably my favorite ones looking back at them. I hope you like this video. I'm going to continue to do these. I got one more part for the second part of my Hot Wheels toys collection. If there's not too many, I'll put it in one video. Otherwise, it might be a part 3. And then I think I'm going to, either before I do that one, I might do my He-Man collection. I've got quite a collection of He-Man figures. And then we're going to do, like I said, some sports memorabilia videos kind of mixed in. I've got G.I. Joe, and then I've got a really big Star Wars collection, and that may be a little bit further down the road when I start going through that. But we're going to kind of do that. Let me know what you guys think of the videos, and if you like what you see, feel free to comment and subscribe, and give it a thumbs up, and we'll keep them going and see how this goes. So have a great day, and we'll see you next time.